So today we're going up in that box and with Con Quip written on it, and we are going to be taken up by that thing. And then we've got the bird boxes to fit on this face up here and on the other face you can't see of that building and this building. I'd be lying if I said I wasn't a bit nervous about today. I'm not really a massive fan of heights. See how we get on. We're just picking up the bird boxes now. We've got 20 to fit today. So we're loaded up. Got my SDS drill, my impact driver, cut the spare batteries, a level and all the SDS bits. I've got a box full of extra fixings. We've got 8 boxes in there. I'm in a wheel today.
Oh, I heard you. Jack, never lean on the door, yeah?
No, yeah, I got that.
Let me deal with the door, yeah?
I ain't touching nothing other than the bird boxes. Mate, we're moving a lot faster than I was expecting. These things will give us 4 bolts for these things, so we'll try and make sure it doesn't fall on anyone. Little wing nuts on them on the end. So undo that. Put the bracket on it. Tighten it back up again. Make sure that's tight. Same with the other end. I made out of some sort of composite cement board stuff. They're really, really heavy as well. These are specifically designed for Swift, so they've got really small holes for them to fly in and out of. Right. Because we're working out of a man basket, it's supposed to have everything tethered on, so we got these last night. The tools we'll be using. Right, let's get that. Now like that. Lovely jubbly. Screw in the other end. Where are we? I've got that. Perfect. Put the rest of those screws in. Get down out of here and have some tea. Move away from them. There's the other job we work on over there. I've only got 3 cranes left now. There was 6 when we started. And this one comes down on Tuesday. Those are the ones we just did. Try not to put them above the balconies because otherwise the birds will poo all over the balconies. I'm going to drop this down on the podium. Oh, back on terra firma. Here's our little coffin. So I've loaded all of them out, I've taken all the brackets off, all the wing nuts off. Brackets and wing nuts are in there, the bolts are in my pocket. I'm going to put that one back down in the basket, just so that we don't have to do all the faffing while we're up there. We can do it on the ground. And there's 12 in there. We've done some on the north face, and then we need to do some on the northwest face as well. And then we got on the end of that building, we've got to do a few as well. Yeah, it's not as scary as I thought it was going to be. I'd feel much better if they give us a harness, but they didn't give us any. And they told us we didn't need them, so. But, yeah, see how we get on with the next 12. So the crane's just broken down. Apparently there's no power in the crane at the moment. This generator's busted. And we are in between Block B and Block A. How high up are we, Will? 30 metres?
35 metres.
Well, we're about 7 stories off the floor. Or 6 stories off the floor, because the podium is 1 story.
That building's 6, isn't it? So
Yeah.
it'll be 7.
It's a good view, but not particularly nice waiting up here while the cranes stop working. Great for train spotting down here.
And what's up with your crane? Oh right, so our crane's stuck, so can we put our sun plug in then, yeah?
Rebooting the crane, generator's fixed. Yeah, we're moving again. So I've got to be careful because now we're basically in the collision zone, aren't we?
We put the space system back on now. It basically stops us from going anywhere near the railway and each other's cranes.
Oh, so it's like a preset.
Yeah.
Ah, right. Okay, I got you. We're not that high up at this point, from the roof anyway. So we're all done. Those are the last ones. Last 4 to go on.
Well, that's finished now, yeah.
Those 4, those 8 on there are all done. We did 2 down there. 2 sets down there. When they do these blocks, they'll just put them up before the scaffold goes on. They didn't order them in time, which is why we had to do all of this from the man basket, because the scaffold came down. Yeah. We're moving now. There's another site I've worked on up there at Preston Park. There's our crane man. We're going down there somewhere. Well, we are. It's really windy now. We are swinging all over the place, and the crane isn't what's moving us. Whoa, it's windy up here. You can see the sea as well. They've just dropped us down. We've got loads of other jobs to get on with now, so the crane's got back on. Fortunately, we weren't waiting for too long. We only waited for about 20 minutes while the crane was busted. The generator's in that room under there. Well, no, generator for the actual crane is that white shipping container behind there. But yeah, another job done. That's 4 of them up there. 1:15, have some lunch and get on with the staircase. What a day. We've just finished, it's 10 to 5. We finished the bird boxes by about 1 o'clock. Got 20 of them up. The price for those are 240 quid. And then I was on like hourly rate after that, so for another near enough 4 hours, which is £30 an hour, so that's another 120 quid, so 360 we made today, which is not bad for being on my own. An hourly rate is always never as good as a price rate anyway. Yeah, we would have got it done a lot quicker, but we were stuck when the crane broke down, dangling in between the 2 blocks for half an hour, 45 minutes, something like that, while they apparently they had to prime the reserve tank on the generator, which is why it ran out. but they were the reason. That's a quick job, but they were working on the other generator for the other crane because the other crane had broke down, and then they had to wait for them to do a couple of lifts because the cranes are close enough to each other that they could actually hit each other. So they've got a special anti-collision computer program that they have to disable if they want to move into the other crane's area. And we were about to move into their area, but when their cranes was repaired, so we had to kind of wait for them to do a couple of lifts, and then we could go into their area. Yeah, a big day, a brand new thing for me. I've never been in one of those. I don't even know what it's called now. Man lifter. Anyway, the box that they dangle with the crane, really difficult to work. Every time you push your drill or you hold your level up against it, or even like drawing a line, any pressure that you put, it pushes you away from the wall, and then you have to wait for it to swing back into the wall. Yeah, really nerve-wracking. It was cold up there today. It was really windy as well. So a couple of the faces, when we were tucked below, the wind didn't affect us, but others, where we were really in the wind, it was really bad. And the whole thing was moving around. You're trying to like measure a line accurately, but they're all up. They look good. They're not going anywhere. They're bolted in nice. So yeah, another good day. And then on the hourly job, I had a little bit of a staircase apron that needed finishing. They wanted an extra piece put on there, which wasn't on the original drawing. And then I had to go around and put a load of like chute bolts. I don't even know what they're called. They're not flush bolts. They're like swan neck bolts for the slave doors into the cupboards, because they've got the CMLs tomorrow. So that's all going to get signed off. They won't get signed off without those. So yeah, it's time to go home. We're not going to get home till 6. But yeah, another good day.